ballpark.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bronx or Nothing podcast, episode 4. We are back. This is the Phillies Series recap.
Yes,
The
sir.
vibes are good. Garrett Cole just shoved. I
Very
just
good.
got back from the stadium. I'm back in my dorm. Kev, how you doing, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling about the Yankees?
How you think I'm doing? I'm doing great. How about
The
you,
vibes
Mario?
are great, bro. Bro, I'm doing good. The vibes are great, like I said. Yankees 4-2 right now, going into Baltimore. Off day tomorrow because of the rain. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying your off day. And yeah, you want to get into game 1? We were there.
Wait, you said off day tomorrow?
Yeah, off day tomorrow.
Really?
Rain in the forecast.
Okay.
Rain in the forecast. Yeah. Rain in the forecast. So the game's at 3:05 on Friday now because it's actually Baltimore's opening day. Their home opening day.
Okay.
So yeah, the game's at 3:05. They changed it from Thursday to Friday. So
Mario
let's
with
get
the
it.
weather, brought to you by the New York Yankees. There you go. That's
Nah, I'm not a weatherman or anything.
Mr. Weatherman Mario. Yeah, I mean, well, let's start off with game 1. We was at the stadium, which shout out to everybody that swung by. A few people actually swung by, sat with us for a while, talked with us. They told us positive things about the podcast and everything, that they love it. We appreciate everybody for that, for the comments, especially Mario and everything.
Noah.
And yeah, shout out to Noah.
Yeah, shout out to Noah for coming up.
They came in around the end of the fourth, and the 5th inning was, we'll talk about it, was the rally. So, Noah, I think you got good luck, bro. And I think he said he was at the walk-off, 2 walk-offs last year. So,
yeah.
So Noah, please be there against Houston. We need you there. Good luck, charm. There you go. But yeah, we were there. Everything was great. A great game. Your boys are 1-0 at the stadium, which is nice. We'll see how our record goes throughout the year. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I have a good feeling this year. But yeah, man, everything was sweet, man. Well, you tried the Judge Burger. It was today, but let's get it out. I mean, you want to say anything to those who maybe didn't catch it on Twitter? What are you?
Yeah. I tried it on Tuesday. Did a little review on it, posted on Twitter. It's a good burger. Listen, I'm not gonna say it's a 10 out of 10 burger, but it's a very good burger. Worth it. Everybody's got to try it. And I'm a picky eater. I got some heat on Twitter for that, for being a picky eater. But listen, it's a good burger. I would definitely go and get it. At least, get there early to the stadium. I like to get there early. That's just how I am. Before the gates open. Get there 5:30, an hour and a half before the gates open, and get the burger. It's $21.96. I know that might hurt the pockets,
Sheesh.
but try it. Go to the stadium one time. Try the burger.
It's one time, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Pay part of Judge's salary once. I know everybody wanted him back, so go ahead and help out. It's not like they need it, but I mean, I get it. I'm definitely gonna try it out. It's just the lines for that would be crazy, so I will try it out myself. I'm probably just gonna give it 10 out of 10. But Mara gave it a 9.2 out of 10, so that's great. The Judge Burger. After that, I did want to talk about game 1. So Nasty Nestor on the mound. Me and my family were there. Noah was there, my wife and everything. And we forgot our mustaches. A lot of people were asking me because on my Twitter, my banner is basically my son with the Nasty Nestor mustache. So we forgot them, but Nestor still cooked. Right. Nestor 5 innings in the 3rd. 1-run ball. That was great. Mario, how did game 1 go?
Game 1 went great. The Yankees, started off with a little wacky DJ LeMahieu triple. Got by Brandon Marsh, which that was great to see. A couple walks, Gleyber infield single. Yankees took a 2-0 lead. I mean, we let him off the hook. Didn't get more than 2. He had bases loaded, 2 outs. Shereen, couldn't come through. But he came through. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but he came through today for the Yankees in a big way. Yankees took a 2-0 lead, though, in game 1. And then the guy that's red hot for the New York Yankees right now, my guy in the 3rd inning, Gleyber Torres, with a solo homer. He does a little thing to the fans. I don't know. It's to the fans. I don't know.
Is it like this?
And show.
Or like
Nah, with the hand. With the hands.
Okay.
With the hands. He hears the rumors about him getting traded. He knows.
Rumor has it.
Going on.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say right before talking into Gleyber, because I mean, Gleyber's just on another level right now. it's great when you put the ball in play, see things happen. People, they're major leaguers, but they do make mistakes. Plays sometimes the ball's hitting no man's land, and even in the infield, now with no shift, stuff like that. Things happen. So this is why it's so important when some people say just put the ball in play. And this is something that I stress in previous episodes about putting the ball in play. And we did that, and we're still able to get 2 runs in the first inning. But going to Gleyber's solo shot, Mario, when Gleyber was walking to the plate, what did I say about? I think I said something right before that home run.
Nah, you did. I'll give it to you. I'll give you the full credit. You said homer, short porch, and W. Mason sign.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. We'll see. Like, of course, that's what I'm hoping for. That's my guy. But and Gleyber proceeds to hit it right there. I'm looking at Kevin. Kevin's going crazy. I got a video of it. I'll post it on the Twitter a little bit later. But no, that was definitely exciting. Gleyber homers. You know, the vibes are good. We're up 3-0. Then things in the 4th inning get a little bit shaky. Alec Bohm, great hitter, one of the best like third base hitters in the league right now. And then Edmundo Sosa gets a single with 2 outs. They cut the lead. They get a run. Yankees are still up 3-1. But then in the 5th inning, like we said, our boy Noah came in the 4th inning, and then look what happens in the 5th inning. The Yankees rally. Rizzo homer. We needed to see that. He had no homers on the year. I know it's early, but for my health, I wanted to make sure, Rizzo's back's all right. He's doing okay. He hits the homer. And how about Franchi Cordero, the Franchi Hive?
Yeah.
I said, I know he hit a ball 490 during batting practice that day. And there was a lot of tweets about, hey, maybe this guy can be good. He killed it for Baltimore in spring training.
Yes, he did.
And we're like, hey, listen, he does strike out a lot, but a lefty bat that can do some damage.
With power.
He does strike out with power, with the short porch.
And an arm.
Yeah.
My man could throw. His arm,
I guess
bro.
He has an arm. Yeah. He
Listen, he overthrows.
Second base.
I was gonna say he overthrows and throws offline, but he gets it there in a hurry. So I mean, his play with Nestor and getting Marsh out at third was huge because they were definitely cooking in that inning. I believe the top of the order was about to come up, so getting that out was huge, as somebody says. So that was great.
Yeah, Aaron Judge, watch out. Franchi Cordero's coming. I'm joking.
Stop it. I mean, but it's good to know that you have Judge, Franchi, Harrison Bader. All those guys have cannons as arms, bro. It's good to know that. So don't run on the Yankees outfield, man.
No, definitely. I mean, listen, the Yankees got arms everywhere in the outfield. Even Cabrera has a sneaky good arm. His arm's pretty long.
Yeah, even IKF.
All right. Listen, we like IKF as a bench piece. IKF, we appreciate your effort in center field.
Joking, man. Everybody gets it.
Yeah. We still appreciate you, IKF. Don't worry. We love your quotes. But yeah, the Yankees took over in the 5th inning. Rizzo homer. Franchi double makes it 7-1, and then Trevino single.
RBI single.
And the Yankees pretty much
put the game
cruised there. Yeah, pretty much put the game away. Laza came in, didn't give up any runs, which is nice to see. That was his 2nd appearance of the year. And then Clay Holmes came in the 9th. A non-save situation and closed the door. And that was good to see. Yankees pretty much cruised 8-1. And, Kevin and I were at the game.
Took game 1.
Want to know at the stadium. So
yes, sir. Shout out to Ian Hamilton, too.
Yeah, Ian Hamilton came on. They called him up.
Yep.
Earlier in the day, we found that out. He gave up maybe like 1 or 2 hits. He was pretty good, though.
Yeah.
No runs. No runs again.
1 and 2/3. He gave up 3 hits, 2 strikeouts. So that's a great outing. Against that lineup,
yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, especially that lineup. That lineup hits. Although they do have some injuries, no Harper, no Hoskins, but listen,
that top of the order, that top 5.
Turner, Schwarber, even the bottom with Stott and all those guys. March is hitting. Yeah, that team could still do damage in the playoffs. Don't let their record to see people are like, oh, we gave the Phillies their first win, guys. That's still a pretty good team. We beat some good pitching. Taijuan Walker's no bad pitcher. He's solid. So that was a good win.
I just think it's safe to say we got his number.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the thing going there. But also, I was just gonna say, man, Philly fans, you guys are rowdy, man. Like it was at least like 7 fights in that stadium, bro. I'm like, wow. I mean, and I saw the buses rolling up when I was coming up to the stadium. I'm like, oh boy, there's a lot of red today. Always, they do show up. But yeah, then we go on to game 2. Is it football season? Because I feel like we punted.
No,
No.
Kev. And I don't like to talk about the punt lineup, but I guess we
Listen.
have to.
I do because I feel like it's kind of going to last year where we would bring up some lineups and we already know once we see the lineup, it's not going to be a fun day. And right off rip, you have Hicks, Higgy, and IKF in that lineup, and that. Well, you guys saw what happened. So, I mean, let's start off. Game 2, first inning, Schwarber. I mean, of course, he has to hit his home run against us. So he goes ahead in the first and the third. Then Marsh has a solo shot. Then in the 5th, you would get Trey and Schwarb singles, 2 RBI singles there. And then it's 4-0. Yeah. I do want to say, though, in that game, Herman did give up 4 runs, 4 2/3 innings pitched, only 4 hits. Right, but 8 strikeouts. That is huge to look at. That number stands out tremendously because it's 8 Ks against that lineup. This Philly lineup, I mean, the top 5, like we said, and then the sneaky bottom of the order. It's no easy task for any pitcher. So I mean, again, Herman with a shaky start, but still, I still, again, this is the 5th option. If my 5th starter is gonna give me 5 innings, 4 earned runs, 3 earned runs, I'll take that all day. You know, and striking out 8, come on, that's your 5th starter, you know? So let's give Herman a break there. I mean, I know a lot of people still, I don't know why, after what he did last year, don't even want to see him up here. It's crazy to me, but it's still not a horrendous start. King came in with the inning in the 3rd. He had another 4 hits. He's getting his groove back. He only 1 strikeout. Abreu again, 2 innings of scoreless. And then Cordero again with an inning, scoreless ball too with the pitching there. Now let's talk about the 9th. Mary, you want to start us off there?
Yeah, and let's just get into King. Let me just say one more thing about King real quick. He didn't have his best stuff. There was a quote that velocity was down. Fans are a little bit worried, guys. He's come back from Tommy John surgery. Like, listen, it takes a while. Spring training, you know, the intensity is not like how it is in a big league game. Although it's April baseball, these games are for real now. It's not like spring training. So he's going to get his velo back. It happens. I heard, like, the pitches were still moving pretty good. The velo's just down. He's going to get his stuff back. Listen, don't be worried about King. I think he's going to be fine. But, yeah, let's get into the 9th inning. So it was a little bit too late for the Yankees. So Volpe starts off the 9th, hoping for a rally in the stadium. Stadium's kind of dead at that point. We're down 4-0. Volpe ground out. You know, people start leaving the stadium. Then a DJ LeMahieu homer. I mean, listen, those baseballs were dying on Tuesday night at the stadium. That's how it felt. DJ was teasing us. Stan hit a couple. Gleyber hit one down the line. We were like, hey, maybe, you know, listen, that happens in baseball. You know, it's not your night. Sometimes, you know, the ball doesn't fall. Hitting balls right at each other. JD hit a line out to Castellanos. They had Gleyber running. JD lines out to Castellanos. They double up Gleyber. It happens. That's how the game is. But DJ homers, Judge walks, and then a Gleyber fly ball to right field. So there's 2 outs. And then a Stanton single. So that brings up JD. He's the tying run. He's the tying run. The Yankees down 4-1 at that point. And I know, obviously we know what happens. He pops out to the first baseman. Game over. But the Yankees did show some light, which is good. And I know I got some people asking me, would you pinch hit there? I didn't think the Yankees were going to pinch hit at that point for him. That's just my opinion. I don't think they would. But I think that if it would have gotten to Aaron Hicks, there's no way the Yankees let Aaron Hicks hit in that spot. They probably would have brought up Rizzo. Rizzo was on the bench, so.
Yeah, I mean, and again, knowing Boone, he wants JD to get his back going. So yeah. I don't think he would have taken him out there. Again, we've talked about this. JD's gonna play, guys. I mean, as much as everybody is probably here waiting for us to talk down on JD, yes, he's struggling. I mean, it's the beginning of the season still, but Boone is going to play him. He's making $26 million. He has an elite glove. We've seen it throughout these games. Now, we'll talk about him on the next game where he exits and if there's any updates on that. But that being said, he's going to play, guys. And as much as we don't want him, or some of us do not want him on this team, he's here. And he's a Yankee. And at the end of the day, we got to go from there and wait, again, I said, until at least May before we even start talking about anything else. I mean, it's just, that's the best way to put it. I mean, I know, Mario, you have your bookmark tweets. I know you can't wait to pull them out. I get it. But at the end of the day, I will say this. I hope it's sooner than later. I mean, my patience, It's not as
some fans listen.
Yeah.
Some fans don't have patience. There's very little patience on Twitter. And listen, this is not me. This is me being very unbiased. This is how I feel. JD at least offers defense. IKF, he's playing wherever the Yankees put him.
Exactly.
Aaron Hicks, it's a little bit of a different situation, guys. He's been here for a while. You know, he's been here for a while, and he's not really offering anything to the Yankees. It says a lot that IKF was starting in center field and he was on the bench.
Yeah.
That tells me and the fan base a lot. Like the people near me was like, isn't that eye opening that IKF's playing center field and Aaron Hicks was originally like he was extended and he was an outfielder for the Yankees, and now IKF is getting starts over him in center field. So,
and as well, what I was going to say with IKF, because he's willing to play everywhere. His quotes are always positive. On the other side, on the flip side, you have Hicks and him going to the media now taking kind of the Gallo approach, talking negative about he doesn't know where his role is. Your role is wherever your manager puts you at the end of the day. You had a spot, you lost it. It happens. And this is baseball, especially. There's always a young guy or somebody else behind trying to get your spot. You should have known that. Just because you're, so for him to say that, I mean, puts me, I'm concerned myself. I don't know where his mindset is. I will give shout out to Judge. That video that came out, I think, Mary, you posted about it too.
It was from Gabe, but yeah, definitely. Aaron Judge going up to him. Judge knows the cameras are there. How the New York media is. They want to get on these guys. They want to say, oh, listen, Aaron Hicks is, going crazy in the dugout or something like that. Is the Yankees locker room like a problem now? Is he going to be, make this team go downhill, this, that, and the third? Aaron Judge knows. He basically blocks the camera. He goes up, to Hicks, gives him a little pat on the butt, and tells him, "Hey, listen,
it's gonna be all right.
What you like?"
You
he
good?
said, he said it. Yeah,
you good?
Yeah, you good. He talked about it in the post game interview. How he's like, just went up to him, asked him what he saw at the plate, things like that. He knows nobody's perfect. Obviously, we know Aaron Judge and won the MVP last year. Hicks, so two completely different players. But as a captain, him going up to his buddy Hicks, being that great captain that he is. Worth every penny. That's why we love him. But yeah, that's great to see, especially, Judge has control of the locker room. It seems like, I know it's only 6 games, but it seems like, it's always been that way, but people respect him. And
Trevino talked about this. Trevino talked about this last year, so I think he definitely controls the lineup for a while now. I will say that, again, like when it comes to that situation, it's a little bit different than JD. Because JD at least gives you elite defense. Hicks, I mean, had some issues in the past and even in spring training with his glove. But, I mean, let's see. That is one piece that I think will not be here. One
way or the other. I don't think he'll be here. But
yeah, because I mean, I get his value might be low now, but look at Joey Gallo with Minnesota. Guys will perform in other teams once the stress and the media and the New Yorkness of it is out of the equation. Guys will get better in other spots. So I don't think he's unmovable. Yes, his contract. I mean, we may have to eat some of that contract, but I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, if his mindset is not ready, that's one thing you can't argue. If his mindset is not even ready to play in New York, or he's already tapped out or clocked out. When it comes to his mindset, at this point, I don't think it's even a conversation that he should be in pinstripes moving forward. But we'll see more of that coming down. Let's get. I mean, I'm getting a little cold. I might turn up the heat down here because in Game 3, cold world.
The ace of the New York Yankees. I heard he's not top 10 though. That's what all the lists were telling me before the season.
The disrespect.
A lot of bookmarks. A lot of Yankee fans got bookmarks for that. A lot.
The disrespect against our ace is insane.
He's been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal. His first 2 starts, under 1 ERA, 2-0. And listen, he was pitching today with barely a lead. First inning, Gleyber Torres continues to stay hot. RBI single. Then again in the 6th, an RBI single.
Who was that?
Gleyber Torres. The guy that a lot of Yankee fans want traded. Has the best average on the Yankees, and I know a lot of people are like, "Hey, average doesn't matter,"
No, I'll give him something better. Hold on, you want his on base 524. Go ahead.
And I think he's tied for stolen bases, league leading stolen bases, which is another thing.
2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
2.
So hitting the ball the other way, like everybody's asking for, they're like, "Hey, listen, we don't hate Gleyber, we just want to hit the ball the other way." That's what he's doing. He's up the middle, and then he pulled a double today. Although that was a terrible route by Schwarber, but listen, he wrote the double either way. But I don't know if you guys heard what Garrett Cole said after the game. He said he knew who was, who he was going up against. It was him and Aaron Nola. He knew that he was going up against a top pitcher that pitched in the World Series last year. And that got him a little bit fired up. He was ready to go for today. And they were pretty much matching zeros. Aaron Nola was good, but Garrett Cole was just better. And it showed, like Kevin said. So the only trouble he had was in the 7th inning. The pitch clock got to him there. He walked Castellanos, and then Boone pulled him. But, I mean, it's what it is at that point. It was bound to happen. At some point in the season, it's going to happen to us.
Yeah, it's a very short lead. It's 6 1/3. It still is it was 6 1/3, and it's still his second start of the year. I'm pretty sure if it's even maybe down the line, maybe he gives him another at bat. Just comes and talks to him and gives him one more and says like, hey, you got a double play here, you're good. But yeah, still 6 1/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 8 Ks.
Which technically wasn't even his earned run, which kind of stinks.
I know.
And
that's not even his real walk either. It's not even his real walk because it was a violation. But I mean, I was gonna say 8 Ks. That is, I think it puts him at 12 innings and a third, a 1-run ball.
Yeah, ERA under 1. I mean, what more could you ask? And people want to say, oh, it's the Phillies with no Rhys Hoskins and no Bryce Harper, or it's the Giants. Their lineup doesn't really have anybody.
Go look at their 1 through 5. Go look at their 1 through 5 and tell me that
you only could be who's in front of you. That's what Garrett Cole did, and he's been phenomenal. So, like we talked about, Garrett Cole was great. Then in the 7th inning, they made a little bit of noise. We talked about that. Then the Yankees get those runs back. They had Franchy Cordero up against Gregory Soto, which I was hoping that they would have had a pinch hitter. One thing against Franchy, it's tough. Gregory Soto, he throws 98 plus, nasty sinker, lefty on lefty. It's a tough matchup. I was hoping for Stan, but then I forgot. They pulled JD from the game. We can get into that real quick, Kevin. They pulled JD from the game. I didn't see it in person because I was not looking at him rounding the bases, but I guess it was a hammy. No update on it as of right now, but...
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, the same update of 6 hours ago was he was pulled from the game. There's nothing yet on him. So no.
So yeah, and they put IKF in, so that's another bench guy down. The Yankees bench, we don't have a lot of options on the bench. You don't want to put the catcher in that spot, then you don't have a backup catcher. And it's still in the 7th inning. So they let Franchy hit. Kind of, I guess he pulled back on a bunt, then a check swing, and then he swung through it, struck out. And then Chirino kind of battled and then hit one over the short wall in left field. And listen, it still counts with a runner on. Yankees take a 4-1 lead, which was huge. Yeah. I think that gave, Lasagna a little bit of breathing room. Yes, he comes back in the 8th and gives up a solo bomb to Schwarber. So, the crowd kind of gets a little bit nervous. Obviously,
yeah, Schwarber, somebody was like, oh, he's batting less than 100. He has 1 hit. I'm like, it's still Schwarber, man. Like, Schwarber will hit a nuke any day of the week. He's hit a home run in every stage possible. WBC, NLCS, NLDS, ALCS, ALDS, World Series. What do you want from this guy, bro? Like, come on.
Yeah, he rakes. So, off Laza, still impressive. Just got over the short porch. Hey, listen, other teams can use it too, guys.
Exactly.
It's not just the Yankees. It's there. We don't. I promise you guys, the wall doesn't get taller. We don't move it back.
Nope.
When the other team's hitting, we don't do that. And listen. What made me really happy, besides obviously the win and Garrett Cole and Gleyber, was when Clay Holmes came in.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, on Saturday against the Giants, he wasn't great. But the fact, it doesn't matter what part of the order he faced, he came in, Clay Holmes, nails. 3 strikeouts, and the Yankees win the series, man. What more could you ask for? Yankees win the series 2-1, and they're 4-2 headed into
Baltimore. Yes, sir. I was gonna say Clay Holmes also pitched game 1 of the series. He also had an inning there with 2 strikeouts, so that puts him at 2 innings with 5 strikeouts in this series, which is good to see, especially against this lineup. We're heading out to Baltimore now. Friday, 3:00.
Yeah, Friday, 3:05.
3:05. Do we know who's on the bump?
Who's on the bump on? Is it Clark Schmidt? It's Clark Schmidt. I think it's Clark Schmidt.
Clark.
Clark. I know a lot of Yankee fans aren't happy about that. Injuries. Rodon is on his way. Apparently Severino's playing catch, so I guess that's encouraging.
Yeah,
Rodon. I need Severino back.
Rodon threw 2 innings the other day. Sevy's playing catch. I I do want to say Breida will miss one start because of the 15 days that he has to be in when he's on the 40-man. So he'll be back up. I think Boone said it in another podcast you guys may know, Talking Yanks. I'm pretty sure you guys know about it. But yeah, Boone was there. He said that Breida will be up. I mean, how can you keep that changeup down there, especially when we need arms up here? He looked great in his start. So definitely look forward to that. We do want to go into a question that was asked via YouTube or Twitter. Marion, can you ask the question? And we'll go ahead and we'll answer it. Thank you guys for those. We hope to have a few more for the next ones.
Yeah, so the question was about whether a player should be able to keep their jersey or have to give it to, the MLB or whatever, for whatever reason they want to put it in the Hall of Fame or make it into, what is it, like a card or something like that?
Yeah, so
that was a question along those lines.
So Topps and as well the team will make it like a 1-of-1 memorabilia, and as well Topps will make cards out of it with pieces of the uniform and so on and so forth. So that's what they use it for. I don't know. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Oh, I guess I'll go first. Yeah. So my big thing was, so imagine a kid like Anthony Volpe, right? Growing up in New Jersey, he's been a Yankee fan for his whole life. You'd want a kid like that to keep his jersey, right? Not have to cut it up and put it into a card. I know these cards are valuable. He signed his autograph and things like that, but I think that'd be like a cool piece. Again, we know he's going to be a top player. Topps wants it, but I think they should give him the option. If he really wants to keep the jersey, let the kid keep the jersey. He grew up a Yankee fan. That jersey probably means a lot to him. He's been dreaming about this for pretty much his whole life, like you said, since he could remember. So that's just my opinion on it. Let the kid keep the jersey if he really wants it. And I'm sure you can probably, it wouldn't really matter if it wasn't, I guess some people, they really love these cards or whatever, and they want the game used, piece of the game used jersey on the card. I think you can use another jersey and, you'll live. If it's still an Anthony Volpe jersey that he wore for like another game, but let the kid keep his jersey. That's just my opinion on it. Kev, you can go.
Yeah, I definitely think the player should have the option. Just like everybody criticizes someone or a fan when they have the ball and they don't want to give it to the player, so on and so forth. I mean, but also I do get it helps promote the game and promote the aspects of kids trying to get that card, fans and all that stuff. I mean, there is an avenue for that. I mean, I collect cards myself, so I mean, I think the player should have the option, or I mean, I don't know, maybe the team can frame it for him and they take the front part of the jersey and use that for the cards and stuff like that, and frame the back part of the jersey, a nice frame for Volpe, and then you got that framed, and then the front part is you could do half and half, something like that. Plus, I mean, I know it's weird, but you could, I mean, socks or whatever, I don't know. You can figure it out.
People like that kind of stuff.
People buy cleats. People buy, I mean, they buy a bunch of stuff. So, I mean, there's other stuff that you can use. I mean, anything he wears, maybe his batting gloves or whatever the case may be. I do think the player should have the option. It is a special day. I mean, we saw Adley the other day. He's trying to, he was soaking it in, like he almost got a little tear-eyed, and he put his mask on right away when he got
into the league last year, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was nice to see. That was
a cool moment.
That was a great moment. So, I mean, I do think the players should have the option for that. I mean, but they also always keep the ball for him on this first hit, the bat, and all this other stuff. So, I mean, yes, I do feel as a player, you put your blood, sweat, and tears into your craft. You should have the option to give it up or not. I mean, that I think the player should have the option. But I do see the side of Topps and MLB trying to keep it and trying to move it to try to get those fans a piece of history and a piece of their favorite player.
No, definitely. We see both sides to it. We understand, but that's just our opinion on it. We rather, like we said, you only have a big league debut once.
Yes, sir.
That's a big day for you, your family.
I don't think Weiser wants his.
Weiser.
You remember Weiser? Oh my God, bro! That moment when they walked into the elevator and it was like kind of windy today or something. It was I was cracking up, bro. But but I do get what you're saying. Yeah, you only have a debut once. Some guys want to forget it. Some guys want to remember.
We love Weiser. Weiser.
Yeah, Weiser. We're just joking.
If you are, I know, because I know you love this podcast so much. You know about us and you're listening. I guarantee you. Listen, we love you, man. We love your stuff.
Yeah, bro.
You'll be up with us soon. We're excited to see you. We think your stuff is nasty.
Yes, it is. Slider's disgusting. It's nasty. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this ep. We will try to see you guys in Baltimore if that happens. We'll let you guys know. Definitely look out for that. But yeah, Mario, anything else we're forgetting maybe or no?
Nah, just listen, guys. It's a long season. I tweet this out all the time. 162 games. There's ups and there's downs. You're gonna be here through it all. We appreciate you guys coming up to me, Kev. Who was at the stadium that day. Then you guys coming up to us on Monday. Noah, everybody else who came up to us said that they enjoyed the podcast. We really appreciate that. We don't take that lightly. It means a lot to us. We're just getting started with this. Any questions you guys got for us? Anything you guys want to see us do or whatever? Shoot us a DM, comment on this. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we appreciate you guys.
All the fancy stuff. Thank you for
Yes, sir.
listening to the Bronx and
Thank
Nothing
you, guys.
podcast. Thank you guys. See you on the next one.